Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Booyah!
Booyah!
Today we're going to talk about 3 amazing rotator cuff impingement stretches to stop pain in surgery. You know, this is one of those things, Brad, where I don't really like getting problems, but there is a positive side to it. So I was getting shoulder pain,
Yep.
and I actually did these, and it has lessened my shoulder pain 95% within 2 weeks.
All right.
I mean, I had tried other things first.
Sure.
So I'm a big believer in this.
Say no more, Bob.
Passionate believer.
Right. Yeah. And this is stuff that, you know, unfortunately, we didn't invent any of these. We
did one.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Chicken wing and the Statue of Liberty.
Well, yeah, but it's really based off of
I know
our mentors here.
I know we're on the shoulders of giants.
There you go.
That's
a good
we're
point.
advancing the work. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go over to Facebook and like us because we're giving stuff away like it's a fire sale.
Ooh.
I mean, Bob and Brad, we're also, if you go down the link below, because we're giving away 3 of these foam rollers. And along with the foam roller, you get an instructional book.
Right.
So, and it's going to be the standard density, so it'll be a green marble look.
Yeah, they look really nice. They feel nice. And we also have a number of videos on how to use these. So, you know, if you'd rather watch a video than look at the instructional thing, that option's
we'll
available.
Give you both options. All right, Brad, take it away.
Okay, so we're talking about that rotator cuff or impingement pain that so many people have. We know it's the majority of shoulder pain. Oftentimes pain with reaching over your head, behind your back, behind here, those common...
mine was, painful arc.
Sure.
I'd get it here, it would hurt right about here, and then it would stop hurting.
Once you got up higher.
Yeah, and it was my supraspinatus, I could tell.
Yeah. So, you know, and they even have a name for that, the painful arc syndrome.
Right.
So how do you get rid of this? And we're going to show you some things you could try at home.
Show you different options.
Right. So there's 3 of them. And
3 main categories.
Right. And again, we got these, the shoulders we talked about is Robin McKenzie, who's got a book on how to treat your own shoulders. Some good ideas in there, which is an extension of what we're doing here. And then also from Dr. John Kirsch, this book, he was an orthopedic surgeon.
Yep.
And he wrote a book on the hanging.
Right. Brachiating.
Brachiating. And really a nice book on home self-treatment.
Yep. With
good success, excellent success.
So you're going to start with the hanging, Brad?
Yes, the hanging. If you have a pull-up bar
a place to hang.
Yep. Yeah, you don't really need a pull-up bar. He gives some options how to make things at home without much cost. But you simply, and you can face the wall or go away from the wall or whatever, it doesn't matter. But just grab the bar with both hands and you just simply hang for 10 to 30 seconds. Now, initially, this may hurt, and that's okay, but use good judgment. If you're getting sharp pain from it, your shoulder may be too painful for it at that time. You may have to, take some ibuprofen, use Colpax to get it to settle down. But for most shoulder problems, you'll be able to hang like this.
And you don't have to hang with your full weight first. I mean, you could just take partial of the weight off.
Right. So, if your pull-up bar is too high, put a little stool so you can stand up to it, and then do what I'm doing here. Bobby brought up a really good point. Partial hang first, and up to 30 seconds is what he recommends, and then you do that 3 times, and you can do that daily or more than 2 or 3 times a day.
Now he would recommend too. A lot of times you could wear gloves because a lot of times your hands start getting
It can be uncomfortable, if you're not used to that, and then that can help start resolving the problems within days, but it may take a week or 2 or longer. And he explains it in his book. What's going on? Oh, Gumby almost.
Gumby.
He wants to hang too, He
almost lost his life there.
So that's one option. Now we've got another option where we use the Booyah stick, or if you use a broomstick or whatever you have at home, that's an option.
Yeah. So this is what I've been using. I've been using the Booyah stick. Now you can do it in a chair. You want to show it in the chair, Brad, first, and then I'll show it on the floor. Actually.
Yeah. Now this one I call it the
Statue
of Liberty stretch, and you'll find out why. So you take the stick, and you need a firm chair. It wouldn't work very well on a cushion chair, like a recliner or something like that. and you put that right by your hip, and you go vertical with the stick, and you reach up as high as you can, and then you get a good hold of the stick, and then you simply lean forward. And now what's happening is I lean forward, it's pulling my hand upwards almost exactly like hanging.
It's giving traction to the
Right.
shoulder, basically.
Yep. So if you do not have a pull-up bar or you don't like that method, this works really well. And right there, I'm getting a lot of stretch, and it's in the right direction. And I can just hang out there for up that 10 to 30 seconds and then relax, and then do that 2 more times. Bob, you said you do
Yeah,
yours.
I've been doing on the carpeted floor, and we don't have carpeted floor here. So, but what I do is I actually put my hand on top because
Sure.
I'm tall enough,
Yep.
and I go like this, or I'll put one up like this so that it can grab onto it and not have to worry about gripping so hard.
Right.
But yeah, one works too, just this way. And the same thing, I lean forward. I usually do reps. I know it hanging, probably better, but I do the
Yep.
pressure on, pressure off,
Yep.
pressure on, pressure off. And the
Well,
nice
you're
thing
making it
about
sound
this,
like it's hard. You're
Yeah.
grunting
well,
away
the nice
there.
thing about this, Brad, is I do this exercise and the next two we're going to show you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a minute. I get it done in a minute.
Sure.
I mean, maybe a little more than a minute, but it's almost like a minute long. So I do it twice a day, 2 minutes to take away your pain.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
I'm a busy guy, but I feel like I can,
Yeah, you
sacrifice that
you
much
bet.
time.
So again, we
Uh,
got these 3 stretches. Try them all and see which one is beneficial.
Well, you better show the last one.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, I was getting to it. So the next one, this is from Robin McKenzie.
Sure.
And what we're doing is extension. He's found out that extension of the shoulder can oftentimes relieve shoulder pain. And we've had people who are scheduled for surgery using these stretches, and then no more surgery scheduled after they have successfully worked.
There's a couple ways to do this, Brad. So you're going to show the one here.
Yep. So this one, the stick is behind, thumb is pointed down there. You don't want to do it this way. You could, but typically thumbs down. And then you get your hand up as far as you can, and then you simply squat, and that'll stretch that shoulder out. Now, this is one where I've had people where it becomes real painful, and they're not ready for it yet.
Right.
You may have to go to a different
They
stretch.
bump up against the pain. They
Right.
don't start up.
Exactly. But then after things start to improve, you squat and you stretch out, and you may do this, the pressure on, pressure off, up to 10 repetitions. As you do more, it should feel better and better. If after you do more repetitions, if it starts to hurt more and more, then it's not the stretch to do.
So another variation is just to go like this, basically bring it back like this.
Yes,
So
yep.
it's not as cumbersome.
Right.
I mean, you can just work on working it this way. Again, pressure on, pressure off.
Yep.
Grab the end of it, even like go like this.
A little
Almost like
easier.
You're rowing the boat, isn't it? Or rowing a canoe.
Yeah, kind of like
I mean,
that.
like that.
Now, notice Bob he's going behind him. He's not going out to the side
Right,
this
right.
way.
It's
Okay.
straight back.
So that's
Now, I want to show the variation that I've been doing.
Yeah,
Brad.
now
To me, this one's been golden.
and
so-
this one you did kind of invent.
Yes, I did. So this is the chicken wing. So now, normally Mackenzie would teach you is that you bring it up like this, and I do. I bring it up into turn, but then I pull it out like this. And you said that this is a kind of a wrestling move, right?
Can you see that against his blue shirt?
How about like this? Okay.
Actually,
So
turn the other way so your arm is
like this.
Maybe I'll show this way. We want to there. Now we're both.
Okay.
Now they can see both
So
sides.
I go pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off. And seriously, Brad, I think this is the one that did the most for me.
Okay.
I mean, after I do it, if I'm having any pain, I test it right afterwards, and the pain is gone.
So when you do that, does it hurt while you're doing it, or does it feel like a stretch?
It did hurt a little bit to start off with. I wouldn't go too far then.
Yep.
And I feel now it feels like a stretch.
Yeah.
Now there's no pain anymore.
Just a stretch
yeah.
feeling, and that's what we're
So-
looking for.
Now, if you have a loose shoulder, the one that dislocates, I don't want you doing some of these. I mean,
Right, right.
These aren't. You want to do strengthening.
Yeah. If
This isn't for a shoulder that's
hypermobile,
Yeah,
or what's the other
slack.
the other term? Double jointed.
double jointed.
the layman's term, yeah.
term.
Mm.
So
Wow, Bob, I'm really thinking once again, this is all coming into we can fix just
yeah,
about
we can fix just about anything except for a
that
broken heart.
broken heart.
but we're working on it.
I think this is going to really start working on it.
I'm
The
glad you have
booyah
such
stick.
optimism, Brad.
I know, but just feel that thing.
Yeah.
It just feels good.
All right. Thanks.